Picture this. A playoff-ready NFL powerhouse, beloved by millions, finds its very future hinging on the most unpredictable variable in football, a quarterback contract negotiation. That's the reality in San Francisco right now as the 49ers face mounting pressure to lock down their breakout QB Brock Purdy before tensions boil over. After 2 unforgettable seasons, the question isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about trust, momentum, and the team's shot at glory. Welcome to our deep dive into why a $50 million deal could determine if the 49ers become champions or cautionary tales this year. Brock Purdy. From Mr. Irrelevant to franchise cornerstone, Brock Purdy entered the league as the final pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, a title no one expected to turn into legend. In just 2 seasons, he's rewritten what's possible for late-round quarterbacks, dazzling fans with ice-cold decision-making and a knack for the big moment. The 49ers haven't just found their quarterback, they may have uncovered the future face of their brand. But NFL careers move quickly, and Purdy's meteoric rise now puts both team and player under a new kind of scrutiny. The daunting task of negotiating a contract that reflects both faith and financial reality. Deadline drama. Why the 49ers can't wait. Despite his value, the franchise doesn't have to pay Purdy quite yet. He remains under contract. But as NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reports, waiting too long could prove costly. If the front office hesitates, testing Purdy's patience and leverage, it opens the door to an outcome few imagined, a potential quarterback holdout. For a team with Super Bowl ambitions, such a distraction could be catastrophic. Pelissero broke down the urgency, noting that if they agree to something right now, it could get done quickly, but acknowledged they're not there just yet. He anticipates this decision will come to a head sometime before the start of training camp, potentially sooner, and pegs the likely deal at around $50 million per year. In other words, the next 6 to 8 weeks will shape not only training camp, but possibly the future of the entire 49ers window. The cost of standstills, lessons from past holdouts, San Francisco knows the damage a holdout can deal. The 49ers have managed player standoffs before, notably with star defenders and running backs, but never with the quarterback who holds the keys to the season. Across the league, such situations rarely end well. Harmony turns to anxiety, locker room fractures, and public trust erodes. Why is this so dire for San Francisco? It's about setting a tone. Super Bowl windows slam shut fast in the NFL. If Brock Purdy decides to sit out even temporarily, it casts a shadow over the start of the season, raises tough questions in media sessions, and might even shift the power dynamic inside the building. For everyone involved, coaches, teammates, ownership, and fans, resolution before camp isn't just prudent, it's essential. The extension puzzle, what will the numbers be? Now let's talk numbers. As quarterback contracts soar across the NFL, $50 million per year is suddenly the going rate for top-tier passers. Insiders suggest Purdy could surpass that, but ESPN's Dan Graziano brings a dose of reality. Earlier this offseason, he predicted a 4-year, $196 million package with $112 million guaranteed. A structure that's powerful, but still beneath the highest earners. The projection isn't random. Graziano points out that the franchise tag gives the Niners a strong negotiating tool, making it less likely Purdy gets every dollar he desires unless he pushes negotiations to the limit. Some expect the framework would likely build out from the contract Daniel Jones signed with the Giants 2 years ago. 4 years, $160 million with $81 million guaranteed, Graziano writes. Of course, Purdy's performance commands more, but this gives both sides a solid negotiating starting point. So why wouldn't Purdy instantly sign? Because waiting, especially if he surges through another Pro Bowl campaign, could drive his value even higher. The risk for the 49ers? That pursuit of leverage ends up costing both time and, perhaps, a Super Bowl shot if chemistry suffers. The franchise perspective. A balancing act with big repercussions for San Francisco. This isn't just about one player or even their salary cap. It's about the message they send. Yes, the front office must be shrewd. Overpaying can hamstring future moves. But failing to reward a quarterback who's delivered beyond expectation could risk souring not just Purdy, but the competitive spirit of a meticulously built roster. Keep in mind, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and other pivotal stars are in their prime. Losing focus now or stumbling out of the gate puts those championship dreams on the line. The 49ers' brain trust will be weighing every possible outcome, immediate peace and stability, or wrangling and waiting that could echo across the locker room and the league for months. Brock Purdy's side. Security or high-stakes gamble? Think about it from Purdy's perspective. He's proven his place, but the memory of his 2022 Mr. Irrelevant tag remains. There's enormous risk in delaying negotiations, especially at the most volatile position in sports. One bad hit changes everything. Taking a 4-year deal with significant guarantees now means peace of mind for generations, but also potentially leaving millions on the table. There's another angle: legacy and leadership. If Purdy agrees to a slightly more team-friendly contract, he keeps the core together and could win more than one ring, stealing a page out of the Tom Brady playbook. But should he push for every penny? There is no right answer, and that's what makes this negotiation so emotionally charged and so vital. What comes next? The summer of decisions. All signs point to the coming summer as the battleground for this franchise-defining decision. Resolving this before training camp and not having that hanging over everybody's heads would probably be a benefit, reiterates Pelissero. In truth, a new deal before the crack of pads on day one sends the league a message. The 49ers are united and ready to chase greatness once more. On the flip side, if time drags on without clarity, rivals and pundits will circle like sharks. Any hint of discord could give hope to NFC contenders and add unnecessary drama to what should be a Super Bowl favorites' season of hope. Your voice matters in the 49ers' next chapter. It's rare to witness the very moment a piece of a franchise's destiny is decided. The 49ers' decision on Brock Purdy isn't just a contract, it's a signal to fans, players, and the league about belief, risk, and the pursuit of greatness. Whether the ink dries before training camp or history is made another way, this story is far from over. Let's get the pulse from the faithful. What would you do if you ran the 49ers? Has Purdy shown enough to get a top 5 quarterback payday? Or should the front office hold firm for future flexibility? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate what's next for this iconic franchise. And if you're passionate about the red and gold, don't forget to like this video so we can keep bringing you exclusive 49ers coverage all season long.